Okay, so tell me how you got the gig for working Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I've known Mark Kopech since No Ordinary Family, which was also done at ABC, and then FUSEFX had also done work on No Ordinary Family. So when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. came around, Mark trusted FUSEFX, so FUSEFX started getting the lion's share of the VFX work on it. It started with the bus and Lola for season 1, and then of course the dwarves, you know, that we had, the little drone type thingies, among other things, and then it expanded from there, and it just became, we became pretty much the go-to facility. Not to shortchange anyone else, there's also Cosa Visual Effects, and Pixamundo does some stuff, but FUSEFX does the lion's share of the work, including guys like Hive,
Lash,
and of course now Ghostrider, which works.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys big Marvel fans yourself, or?
Yes, I mean, when I knew we were finally doing Ghostrider, that was a great moment. I grew up with comic books. I went to graphic art school in New Jersey, training under Joe Kubert, a very famous, rest in peace, comic book illustrator. So yeah, I've been around comics pretty much all my life, you know.
Nice.
So.
I'm not much of a comic person, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think, has introduced me to a lot of stuff, and I think they do a good job of keeping the fun in things. There's a lot of the humor sort of keeps me engaged, and it's sort of fun to see how the show sort of weaves in and out of the movies, and you know, we sort of dip our toe into what's going on to keep it all connected.
Right.
Was it fun watching with a viewing party? Have you ever done this before to see your work on the big screen?
I've never done a viewing party, and seeing it with an audience, really, you get an extra appreciation for the stuff that you've seen so much that you kind of become numb to it.
Yeah.
So seeing you sort of get to see it through their eyes for the first time, and it's pretty rewarding just to sort of realize like, oh right, this stuff is really cool.
Especially when it goes over well, you know, that's just icing on the cake. You know, we work so hard, and you know, we have a very short production schedule for every episode. It basically boils down to about 12-14 days for each episode. That's just how the schedules work. You know, right now we're trying to wrap up 402, and we're also working on 403 at the same time, and we're already starting to look at things like 405 and 406 and things like that. So it's a very fast-paced schedule in TV compared to film.
Very cool. Our last question here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passions in life. Besides doing what you work for, do you have any other passions outside of special effects?
Yeah, I do. I'm kind of a video game junkie.
Oh, nice.
I have been all my life, so I'm big into games like Uncharted and Bioshock. You know, I'm a console gamer. I have an Xbox One and a PS4. But ever since the original Pong, I've been into video games. So if I'm not working on late nights on S.H.I.E.L.D., I'll come home and I'll stay up until like 2 or 3 o'clock playing Uncharted 4, or you know, right now Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, you know, whatever. And you?
Travel. Once we wrap up the Ghostrider episodes, I'm going on a month-long trip to Antarctica.
Nice.
So I'm super excited about that. So that is a great thing to look forward to sort of keep me going as we work through all of this, is just having that sort of out there on the horizon. So I like big adventure travel trips.